They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. The Bears will get this season underway as toe meets leather. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Auburn's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, David, he's worked so hard for this moment, too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
The Bears offense has its first opportunity of the day. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Bears in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to return it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Thompson. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Snagged in the middle, it's Thompson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away, see where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Buys a little extra time. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. To the air, it's Knight. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. So here comes the Missouri State offense. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Gonna run it. It's Joyner. Oh, he's still got more. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He's loose on the right. He's got 69 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Defense in press coverage. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Bears moving quickly to the line. All right, guys, let's talk just a little about Missouri State. During the offseason, they go out, they get a top 25 recruiting class. That's nothing to scoff at. But the question is, how do they move up from here, David?
Well, and how do these talented young guys perform at this level, right? We don't really know. I mean, top 25 class is good. It's not elite, but how do these guys perform, Palmer, early, day one in their career?
Yeah, they're going to have to grow up pretty quick because we expect to see a lot of these guys play meaningful snaps in this game here today as well. I think that's what the fans really want to see here today.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play-action fake. Makes the grab. It's Gentry. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Knight. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. Just keeps slinging it. Rushes on him. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at in the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down.
Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Release to the back. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Pulls it in. It's Simmons. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. That is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Got it in the middle. It's Bohannon. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Back to throw. It's Hammond. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get it up, rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The whole thought process is just getting the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached, yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Missouri State offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 90 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Bohannon. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll run the counter. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Pocket breaking down. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got room on the return. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Back to the ground game on the left. Got the first down and more. There he goes to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Yeah, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Buys just enough space to cross pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man. It's Nixon. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Gets away from one. He's got space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And, man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
The Bears want to pick up the tempo. Quick release on the RPO. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Using the quick game. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Touchdown, Missouri State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Auburn offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 2nd down coming up. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And now on 3rd down after that last run. Looking to throw, it's Knight. A little screen to the running back. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. They'll operate out of split backs. The give on the option. Got the first down and more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football. Establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Fires to the tight end, and he'll be brought down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Bears decide to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He'll let it go to the left. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Dropping back, it's Knight. That's caught. It's Thompson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Breaks the tackle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Watson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking for space. It's Watson. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, QB had the look he wanted. You like throwing slants against man coverage. That time, though, got to be a little bit more accurate with the throw, and it falls incomplete.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. One back to the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll open the second half with a run. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. 1st and 10.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of...
There he goes! Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Hunt is on its way. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off, and man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Looking for space to the left. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Fires to the big fella. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Working that left side now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Bears will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Really good balance on that last drive. They unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. So now it's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. He breaks a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking to the end zone. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback adapting. He'll throw it. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Auburn! And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He got penetration to make the stop in the backfield, and they gave back that 4 they just gained. It's 3rd and 10.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
That's caught. It's Davidson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Grab near the marker. It's Simmons. Turning it on. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wideout trying to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Auburn!
And this offense continuing to put... This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll ride the hot hand. Shakes off the defender. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Hammond. Grabbed in the middle. It's Nixon. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
The Bears have their offense in high gear. Grab behind the line. It's Bohannon. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
Keeps it on the draw. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted deep in his own end. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tiger.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Marquez. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it on the outside. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nixon. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking for a crease. It's Joyner. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Lost one deep down the right side. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So here comes the Bear offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Bears will call on their punt team. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W.
Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. He leaves it with the back. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find